I'm Pastor Tyrell Bramwell, and this is a canceled Christian comment. If you live within driving distance of Ferndale, California's St. Mark Lutheran Church, then you can listen to KINS 106.3 FM. And if you do, you're familiar with the local community comments that pepper the airwaves between the station's schedule of conservative talk radio programs. If you listened from September 2021 and April 2022, you might have heard yours truly bringing some Christian comments to said airwaves. And you know those comments are always sandwiched between a disclaimer that clearly states the opinions expressed are not necessarily those of KINS FM. It was a privilege to speak to my neighbors, to the same local audience that listens to the comments of nationally syndicated voices such as Dennis Prager, Mark Levin, and Michael Knowles, to name a few. The same audience that used to tune in to Rush Limbaugh, because, as Brian Papstein, the owner of the station, put it, Limbaugh certainly was willing to say what he felt and wouldn't hold back. If he liked something, he liked it. If not, he didn't. That clarity with a bit of humor thrown in was the reason people liked him so much. And if you are one of the old-fashioned Bible-believing Christians who heard my comments and appreciated a local voice speaking a view you shared without holding back and with a bit of humor thrown in, yes, I just compared myself to Rush, well then you might wonder why you don't hear my comments anymore. It's because, my friends, I was canceled. Brian Papstein said, and I quote, "Over the past months, I have had a large number of calls, comments, and expressions of concerns from each of the communities we serve about your community comments. Yesterday was particularly challenging as we took calls and had comments stating once again your comment was over the line." He's referring to the April community comment that broke the camel's back, where I took up President Biden's reference to Genesis 1:27 for Transgender Day of Visibility. Mr. Papstein continues, "Regardless of my personal opinion on the topics addressed in your comments, I cannot continue providing you a position on our community comment panel. I appreciate your points of view and hope you appreciate my decision that this week's comment was your final community comment." Canceled. But the canceled isn't a quote. That's me saying what happened. I was canceled. And without any further explanation or discussion, fair enough. I was a guest in Mr. Papstein's sandbox. It's his privilege to choose who gets to play with his Tonka truck, and he decided he didn't want to share it with me any longer. While I don't think I said anything over the line or even anything remotely close to the likes of Limbaugh or Prager, I don't have a problem with a fellow American exercising his liberty to do what he wants with what is his. Which leads me to KNCL and the concept of canceled Christian comments. Maybe you're one of the people who appreciated hearing my brief comment every month. Maybe you know others who did too. Well, God bless you, friends. St. Mark Lutheran Church has created a studio space for me to record episodes of Cross Defense, my radio show on KFUO.org, coming in July 2022. And, well, why not use the space to put out the sort of Christian comments that gets a guy canceled by others? After all, the word of the Lord endures forever. I'm Pastor Tyrell Bramwell, and this has been a canceled Christian comment.